Good morning, guys. Woo! It is absolutely freezing this morning. When I left it was 6 below, so yeah, proper cold. We've had a huge amount of snowfall overnight, probably, for us anyway, probably about 5 inches of snow, which is absolutely amazing. So first snow we've had in this area for 2 years, I think. So yeah, really excited to see what I can capture today. Out on a very local walk straight from my house. Got a few things I want to do today. One of them is to see how well I cope with taking out my large format gear and also my digital APS-C gear. So my thoughts are that, you know, the two systems can work hand in hand. I can take both systems with me, you know, so I've got the flexibility of shooting digital and also the enjoyment of shooting large format film and the benefits that can bring as well. So the pack is absolutely loaded up this morning, and I'm going to see, you know, how it feels for a small hike or you know, a large walk, and yeah, see if I can use both systems today. Hopefully capture a couple of different shots. So yeah, the sun is just rising, so I'm making my way down here for my first shot, which is a tree that I pass almost every day when I'm walking the dog. It's a beautiful oak tree. I've been wanting to shoot it in the snow for some time, but never had the right conditions because it sits in a ploughed field, and that ploughed field doesn't look great, to be honest, but now it's all covered in snow. I think it's going to offer a really nice opportunity to capture an image, so we'll see you at the first location. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful this morning, it really is. It's a real bluish, cool feel to the atmosphere. Just a little bit of sort of light mist hanging over the top of the icy snow here. And we've got this amazing oak tree here. Like I've said before, I pass this tree every single day on my walk, so it's quite a special tree, and I've often wanted to photograph it when it was full of snow and in beautiful, pristine conditions such as this. So that's exactly what I'm doing this morning. So it's a really simple image. You can't really get a more simple composition than this. It's literally just the tree in the center of the frame. I've got the horizon level, you know, just situated in the bottom, well, probably takes up the bottom fifth of the frame. I'm not really trying to show too much foreground. It's all about the tree, because it's although it's not perfectly symmetrical, it is beautiful. It really is. I love the way the branches reach out and they're all touching the ground as well, and there's just a circle of light grasses around the base of the tree as well, and then obviously we've got this covering of snow. But the branches are laden with snow, they're really heavy with snow, which create a really nice contrast with the dark bark that we've got there on that oak tree. There's also a dusting of snow up the left hand side of the trunk of the tree as well, which is nice, and that's adding a more three-dimensional shape to the trunk there, so that's really cool. In terms of like my settings on the camera, so simple. Got the self timer on. I am bracketing because we've got the dark bark of the tree and this very light obviously snow here, and we've got the light coming from behind, so it's backlit although the sun is not up yet. So bracketing, yeah, is essential really, just to make sure I can get the most out of this shot. I'm at 40th of a second, f8, ISO 160, self timer's on, obviously locked down on the tripod. I'm keeping low. The reason for that is because I don't want to incorporate too much of the actual land in the shot. I want it to be about the tree and the sky really. Very, very simplistic. And we've just got a little bit of an orange glow along the horizon level, and then that transition just rises into a very cool blue tone, which is matched with the colours in the snow. So yeah, really simple, nice composition just to start the day off. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead now, take the shot, focusing on the tree. 5 shots. Done. Let's go see what else we can find. So guys, I literally sprinted from that last composition to get to this spot. Not too far away, but I could see the light just coming over the top of the hill and hitting this copse of trees we've got here. And in the hedgerow is an old oak which is protruding out of the hedgerow, and it sits just in front of the woodland that we've got there, which is nice. But this golden light which is coming across the landscape now is just hitting all of these snow-covered branches, and yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful, it really does. I hope that can come across in an image. What I've done with this one, I've come quite far back and I've zoomed right in, and the reason for that is because otherwise the tree protrudes right up into the sky and we don't see that woodland behind. So coming back we get to see, you know, the environment in which the tree is located, which is pretty cool, and it also simplifies the scene as well. And we get this layering process with that as well. We get this layer of foreground snow, then we get the dark hedgerow, then we get the woodland beyond it, and then this light blue sky with the golden light hitting it. So we've got several layers working throughout the image, which, so I was talking about before in terms of you know, the digital setup and the film setup. You know, this is the digital setup's so good, isn't it? When you're shooting sunrise, you can be really reactive and respond really quickly to the changing environment, whereas large format film is a very slow process and it's very, very difficult to be able to do that. So it's a completely different process really, and I'm really hoping the two can work hand in hand. You know, this setup here for quick reactive shots, and then, you know, when I want to take my time and do a more close in detailed shot, I can get the large format gear out and hopefully expose a couple of sheets of film. So that's what I'm hoping to do a little bit later. But yeah, I think I'll zoom in a little bit more and see if we can get this close in detailed shot of these beautiful snow covered trunks, and then we'll move on and see what else we can find. So, as you can see, I've got the 4x5 set up here, and this is exactly the sort of photography I built this camera for. Because the area I live, it's we don't have grand vistas. It's very much agricultural farmland. We don't have ancient woodlands really. There's a few local woodlands that are fabulous, but they don't offer huge amount of character. But building this large format camera is hopefully going to enable me to capture landscape photography shots close by to home, especially during periods like we're going through right now. I think that's hopefully going to really help my photography, and this is a fantastic little scene I've got here. There's essentially all it is a bit of a ditch that runs through here. On any other day this would look completely awful, but today there's some beautiful patterns in this ice, and essentially it's just a puddle, but yeah, all these crisscrossing ice patterns look amazing, and this is perfect for large format photography. So it's taken me about 35 minutes to set the camera up here on the tripod, pointing down at these patterns. A good 15 minutes of that was trying to get my focus right, because I've got my 150mm normal lens on, and I'm only about sort of 2 feet away from the ice, so I'm very close to it. So getting focus was very difficult, and I still haven't 100% sorted out my dark cloth yet. I need to get some elastic to go around here, but I have made a few adjustments to the camera since my last outing, and I now have a focusing dial on the back, which has enabled me, especially when I've got it set up almost vertically like this, to really fine-tune my focus. So without that I would have really struggled to get this shot, so that's great. I still don't have a spot meter yet, and that's something I desperately need to get, and I have seen one on eBay which I'm hopefully going to bid on tonight, so fingers crossed I get that. Loaded up in the film holder, I've got some Ilford Delta 100, so black and white film, and this shot here is mono anyway. Even to my eyes it is black and white, so it's perfect for this. I've metered it with my camera because I don't have a spot meter, and I've worked out at f45, overexposing by 1 stop because of the conditions. I've got a 1 second exposure, so I'm going with f45 because I'm not completely looking straight down on top of it. I'm a bit of an angle, and my depth of field falls away ever so slightly, so I'm going to take a shot at f45. I might even take another shot at f32, so maybe a 2-shot bracket. So let's cock the shutter, pull the dark side, and see what we can come up with. f45, 1 second. Wonderful. So guys, that's our 2 sheets of Ilford Delta 100 exposed, ready to be developed. I'll put those on the screen for you at the end. So I really do think that digital and film can work hand in hand. I haven't really felt compromised in terms of the weight in my pack, so I think that's pretty cool. Obviously it does add substantial mass, so you know, if I go on a long hike or anything like that, it might not be possible if I've got to carry food and drink and all of those other things. But for local hikes, local walks, adventures in my woodland, I think this can really come into its own, and it's so much fun, and it offers so much versatility as well for getting these close in intimate detail shots, and also being very reactive as well, which you can be with the digital setup. So please be sure to check out the Photographers Clubhouse, which I'll link down in the description and over here at the end. And yeah, we've got lots going on over there, monthly galleries, my online courses are over there too. I do monthly videos, we've got a message board where guests can post and interact with each other. Yeah, so much going on over there. We're building a really cool little community, and it's yeah, really enjoyable, really rewarding. So if you haven't checked that out and you want to get involved, please do so. I'll leave the link, like I said, down in the description and at the card at the end there. So anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. Take care, and I'll see you next week.